fellow babies, and welcome to a 42 show here where we're asking a really important question tonight. Crab apples. What the hell is with that? Are there crabs in the apples? Are there a species of crab that prefer those apples? Or was there like a family named Crab that farmed those apples? I don't get it. I don't know.
Well, all we do know is they're not apples and they're disgusting.
Don't eat them. Don't eat them.
Yeah, maybe the person who named them just didn't like crabs very much.
Yeah, see, there's got to be this weird connection. Odd. Yeah.
Well, talking of weird connections with plants and humankind. Well, it's all coming bad. The Last of Us zombie fungus is feared to be spreading after the world first human case was confirmed. 61-year-old Indian mycologist, that's not his name, I think that's his job. Mycologist. He appears to have contracted silver leaf disease, a world first for predominantly plant-based fungus. Maybe you should stop feeding athletes.
Yeah, exactly.
A CT and X-ray scan of his neck revealed a pus-filled abscess next to his trachea.
I'm scared to scroll.
Well, luckily I don't think there's any pictures. It came as the unnamed patient was first suffering from fatigue and difficulty in swallowing. Fungal-like infections of unknown origins were the basis of The Last of Us plot, the hit video game, which saw the world plunged into chaos following an outbreak of a mystery disease. Said infection soon spread, and an extremely rare fungus was behind it. Ooh, yeah.
This picture here looks like an infected pecker that grew a mouth, man. That's nasty.
No, that's a poor plant saying, "Stop feeding me bits of your toes."
That's what happens if you let fly traps evolve.
Poor plants. Yeah. Wow. Here we go. Yeah. It's a bit of a slow movie though. It's not really much of a pandemic yet. One person's got it, so don't be too worried. Don't be scared yet.
Yeah. Now, if this person happens to go on a plane and start, stopping places and opening jars, just don't count your monkeys yet. Yeah.
Bring it on. Bring it on, fungus.
Yeah. Now, I've been saying this for at least 3/4 of my life. But the whole time change thing has to go. And sleep experts warn that it would be a very good thing to get rid of it. Like, enough is enough. It screws with people. It really messes our thing up. That's a neat way to have a bed, sleep on a clock. But it really, 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 really messes with the people's rhythms and stuff. I could go in or through this. Hold on. I don't usually drink pop, and when I drink pop, I get very burpy, so I might need to mute more than normal. But the sleep experts have come out against it for two major reasons. Being on misaligned time can have negative health consequences, and studies say it leads to higher rates of cancer, fatal car accidents, mood disorders, and worse academic and running performance. So yeah, if you've got people to run away from, you really don't want time change.
It's like running performance. I've never heard of that being added into a category.
Yeah, well, it affects purse snatchers and pickpockets and all kinds of people, right?
Run, Forrest, run!
Yeah.
I can't. I'm too sleepy.
Yeah. You should have said that 2 weeks ago before the damn time changed. But the clock change itself can be harmful, they say as well. Research suggests that losing an hour of sleep in March contributes to a surge of heart attacks, strokes, and again, car crashes, right? So make sure you drink extra coffee. I don't really know what the moral of this story is.
Just go to bed earlier.
Yeah. Have hard sex so you crash and get a good night's sleep when the time change hits. That's good advice.
Yes, don't have sex while you're driving because that leads to heart attacks and crashes.
That's right. Yeah. Again with the crashing, right?
Yes, but, yeah. Oh, maybe we should just get rid of time differences altogether and get just not just the the clocks moving forwards and backwards, but just in general.
Yeah.
So It's nearly quarter to 11 here. It would be quarter to 11 for you too.
Well, that would be confusing.
Yeah, I know. No, it would be exactly the same. It would be less confusing. It would be exactly the same time.
Yeah, but it would be very confusing for people on airplane, right? And yeah, I just What time you be there? 11. What time did you leave? 11. How long was the trip? 5 hours.
11.
Yeah. In a sign that self-pleasure has been around for a long time, Dunk.
Oh, yes. Nobby the statue. Archaeologists, or just dirty monkeys in Turkey, have made a remarkable discovery at an ancient temple site. They have unearthed a 7.5 foot tall statue, big man, of a man clutching his penis, but believed to be nearly 11,000 years old. What, the man or the penis?
Well, he's holding on tight too. So I mean, when he gets his rocks off, it must be one hell of a shot.
It looks like he's saying, "No, this is mine. You're not having it." I mean, this find has ignited discussions about its significance and purpose, shedding light on the complex rituals and beliefs of the early inhabitants of this region. Experts say that any interpretation of the statue is still speculative. However, some have suggested that the person depicted may have been a family member of those who lived close to where the statue is. Yeah, let's just make a statue of Uncle Bob who lives nearby. What's his favorite hobby?
We'll make a water fountain out of him standing there with his big dick in his hands.
The figure clutching its penis could potentially symbolizes the person's role as the progenitor of the social group, and the interpretation hints. The interpretation hints at the statue's possible role as a symbol of leadership or ancestral reverence within the community.
Dude, look at the look on the dude's face. All he's thinking, yeah, you want this. Like, look.
I know, but it's like ancestral reverence within the community. Let's do a statue of him with his dick out. That shows the leadership there.
They probably carved this because they realized that he had fathered over 100 children in his life or something. Yeah, maybe it was actually a open or closed sign for a male prostitution house.
Well, that's the thing. You got that thing like an unfinished statue on the left of him. Maybe that's what he's spanking over. He's just, maybe that was like dirty statues back then. Or just wearing a huge veil, and he's just like, oh, I know what's underneath there, you dirty bitch.
Yeah.
Take a look at, I mean, the thing is, you could also look at it and say, actually, he's just about to throw a shot put.
Yeah,
he's literally bowling.
Or maybe he's wearing a really big ring and just had his pecker cut off, and he's just like, "Holy shit, man!" Right? I know.
Yeah.
Maybe he owed somebody money. It's just not a good look. I don't know.
maybe he's just scratching a bit of fungus. Hey, look! I brought you a mushroom in my hands.
Yeah, truffle. So
typical archaeologists. You always have to go to the penis, though, don't they?
Yeah.
What you got next?
Well, to somebody who's now going to rot in jail until they're like petrified, we got Sam Bankman, convicted on all accounts, the crypto guy, right? And look at that. That is a face a mother could loathe. Absolutely. If there was ever somebody who woke up in the morning with ill intent to scam in their heart, it's got to be this guy. And
was he one of the Belushi brothers?
Yeah, well, he looks like he wanted to be really bad, Then that's probably after about $50,000 in plastic surgery, right? Going for it. But he was the FTX founder, and he defrauded people on cryptocurrency stuff and whatnot big time, and 7 charges of wire fraud and so on. Absolute real piece of garbage. And he'll be not just rotting in jail, but he's going to be making a very, very good new friend who's going to be very close. So, yeah. If you hear the hollow screams of a scared, horrified man near a jail local to you, it could be Bankman. You never know.
Yeah. Maybe they'll carve a 7.5 foot tall statue of him in the future for archaeologists to find.
Yeah.
Oh dear, silly sod.
Yeah. Can't stand people like that.
I've never understood the whole crypto thing, and that just explains why. Because all the stuff that went on behind the snes on that,
it's just so much thievery and stuff. It's so bad, man. Yeah.
Keep me out.
Yeah.
Talking of mindless mind control, a man told a court that Elon Musk is controlling his mind through a chip implanted in his brain. Rich Hodgkins from Margate, Kent, told the court that the chip was controlling his mind, claiming it was this control that sent him on a crime spree.
Oh, fuck.
The 44-year-old ransacked 5 shops, including Morrison's, Sabres, Iceland, and Audi. Yeah, if you're gonna steal from shops, you don't steal from Morrison's, Sabres, Iceland, and Audi. You go proper shops. Over a two-day spree, he smashed bottles in one, downing bottles of wine in another, and stuffing bottles down his pants. Prosecutor Terry Knox said, "I was informed that the basis of the defense was that at the age of 4, he had a chip of some sort inserted into him and was being controlled by Elon Musk to commit these offenses." So he's now 44. At the age of 4, that was 40 years ago, Elon Musk was implanting chips into people's brains.
We need a gif of Elon Musk, struggling out with an Atari joystick in his hand for this. Just walking people around, go into that bank for me.
Well, no, he's not. He's not going into a bank, though, is he? He's going into Aldi and stealing a £5 bottle of wine. Oh, God's sake, that's probably on offer.
Look at what a skinny runt this guy is, too. I mean, if you put a bottle of wine in his pants, it would look like he literally there's no way for him to hide anything more than an extra pair of pants.
Mate, again, we go back to that statue of the man holding the penis. That's probably what he was doing.
Yeah.
Hodgkin was ordered to pay the prosecution costs of £650. That doesn't seem like a lot, as well as £16.97 in compensation to the 2 shops from which he stole. This is what we're talking about. If you're stealing from places like Sabres, Audi, and Iceland, that's the amount of money
Elon
that the company is losing.
Do it. Yeah.
It's the crime of the century, and I nearly got away with it if it wasn't for that damn Elon Musk.
Wow. Yeah, and social media does no harm.
Ah, dear God.
Yeah. So, good news and bad. We'll start with the good.
Oh, good.
Netflix has cut customers a break. If you pay for their ad tier, where you get ads in all the TV shows and whatnot, good news. Every time you watch 3 ad-laden TV shows, you get 1 without.
Oh, joy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Netflix. Please let me get down on my knees and thank you so much. Oh, masters.
Slurp.
Oh, masters of the TV.
Yeah. But when one serveth giveth, another taketh away.
Oh,
and,
no.
HBO Max, if you're one of those people who's lucky enough to have the legacy grandfathered in 4K plan for the subscriber base, not anymore. They've decided, screw you, even though we made an agreement and, we're just not going to honor it. So HBO is taking 4K away from that ad-free subscriber plan, as well as a couple other things, just because why not screw everybody over for even more money?
Wow.
Yeah. I thought these were agreements that we entered. So when we agreed to a plan, we got that plan. T-Mobile in the States recently got in serious hoop because they were just simply upgrading people to new plans. Oh, well, your plan doesn't exist anymore, so here you go. It's $20 more, but pay your bill anyway. And they didn't even tell people. Yeah.
Wow. That's
Totally. And this is another version of it. They should legally have to supply that plan for as long as you keep paying for it, because they did offer it to you, and it said it was lifetime at the time, and they just start screwing you over to the point where you're forced to go to one of the newer plans. That's what they do now.
Yeah, it's probably, if you look, you go through the legal document, there's probably like a hash, a little hashtag next, not a hashtag, would be an asterisk next to the lifetime. And there would be like, by lifetime, we mean whenever we decide to change things. Yeah. Bastards.
Yeah, I hate that. Because why don't we get to put in a thing that says, oh, and by the way, if we decide to make it commercial free for a year because we decide to, then that's that. You give it to me. That's ridiculous, But they're not feeling very cuddly with their customers, are they, Dunk?
No. They need to get some special treatment, I think. And it is available, through a cuddle whore. A former stay-at-home mum, meaning what? What's she on a motorbike now? What? A former stay-at-home mum has found a new lease of life after training to become a professional cuddler. Now making $150 an hour. What a thief! Working as a human connection coach.
I'm sorry. Did that go between your bum cheeks?
Yeah, let me just read that title again. Working as a human connection coach since the late 2015, Michelle Renee says she is now has a daybed in her office where she helps heal and hold clients who feel touch-starved or want to recover from past traumas. The idea for her new business venture was born a year after her divorce. Is there a connection there?
Oh.
Did husband leave you while you were training, just hugging people? What was that all about? After becoming a trained...
Somebody love me!
After becoming a trained practitioner with Cuddlist...
I thought you were going to say train wreck.
Well, no. Cuddlist is an organization that educates cuddlers and connects them with clients. Sounds like a pyramid scheme to me. Michelle is also the brand's director of training, stating that Cuddlist and her own client work have strict protocols for prioritizing participants' safety. Before meeting in person, Michelle has ensured there are no misconceptions in terms of what is and isn't offered during a session with her. List that I will allow and I will not do. They want something I do not provide, then they know they're going to be in the wrong place and they can bugger off.
Anal is only on the list with lubrication.
Only came for an argument. She said, well, a Zoom session takes place prior any meeting in person, just to make sure.
Well, you have to make sure the person has bathed that month, right? Yeah. I mean, could you imagine?
I know.
Show up and there's some 300-pound dude in a Speedo and you can't see the Speedo,
And he's clutching his penis.
Like a statue.
Yeah, I wondered if you do the cuddling or the cuddly. When you're having this cuddle with a person, do they cuddle you? So you go, well, what's that?
I guess it's a give and take relationship.
Yeah. What is that poking in my back? No, don't worry. I've just got a statue in my pocket.
Exactly. Yeah. Is that a warm, moist? It's bad. It's bad.
Wow. Yeah. So,
but I've heard of this before. I've heard of this before. I have.
Thing is, whatever happened, you see people at these like conventions going around with big signs saying free hugs. She's charging $150 an hour.
Yeah. But who's paying to get cuddled by a basically stranger for an hour. It's just all so odd.
Yeah, I've narrowed it down to just twice a week now, so I'm getting better.
Yeah, I don't really like to be touched, so I'm good. You know, I mean.
That's why you do cuddling through the internet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm famous for it, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to an internet cuddle with Dick Dawson, please come in the comment section and give your details, and we'll be in touch.
Go to our merch store and I'll make sure there's a pillow there you can order.
With a penis in it.
I don't really know how Chinese people make pillows, but I'm sure
They got to stuff it with something. All right. Next story, please.
Yeah,
Mr.
so
Delson.
have you ever heard of this little device here, the Flipper Zero? It's a little hacky tool that can do all kinds of cool stuff. And if you have a new iPhone that's been updated with the new software, it can totally ruin your life, it turns out. It's able to do this thing where you'll get all kinds of pop-ups through the Bluetooth of device pairings and whatnot. And it gets to the point where you can't do anything but restart your phone to try to get out of it. And then if you don't get into your system settings fast enough to turn off Bluetooth, it just happens again. And it happened to this guy on a train going one direction, and then an hour later on the same train going the other direction, and he figured it out because there was one guy who was not wondering what the hell was going on with his phone, but he had an iPhone plugged into his laptop and he was screwing around.
Wow.
And yeah, and this thing can do all kinds of stuff like clone RFID tags and whatnot. It's a really cool little hacky device, but if you can literally make a new iPhone a useless brick, that's a bit, so if you
that's Apple's job.
Yeah, exactly, right? So if you've got a new iPhone and you're in a public situation and you notice your phone going psychotic with pair requests and then it starts rebooting and stuff, just look for the person holding the little Flipper Zero thing and just fucking give them one, because that's who's doing it.
Give him a cuddle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 5-finger cuddle.
A cuddle straight to the face.
Yeah. Oh my God! Did I cuddle break your jaw?
I must have cuddled too much love into you.
Yeah. Why is your
Directly.
nose so bloody and crooked? Oh, that's a lot of cuddle, bro.
Let me give you another cuddle to make you feel better. Oh, I seem to have snapped your neck.
Yeah. Oh man, I got to learn how to cuddle. Okay, so okay, you intro this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, what happens when somebody doesn't get cuddled enough? Bring in the Gimp. A man known as the Suent Gimp has been banned from dressing in an all-black gimp suit in public at night. And he's been banned from crawling, wriggling, or writhing on the ground for 5 years.
What?
I know. Joshua Hunt, 32, was issued with the sexual risk order.
No, sir. I was just tying my shoe, sir.
I was just wriggling on the ground. He was issued with a sexual risk order after the police linked him to 25 incidents across the county. The order also prevents the self-employed gardener from wearing any type of mask or face covering in public, unless for medical reasons. COVID.
So you are banned from gimping.
No, how does that even work? Well, the court... where was that? Yeah, so I was just too busy laughing. The court previously heard that witnesses to an incident in October last year said that they saw a man wearing a gimp suit who grabbed his penis over the top of his clothing and also gyrated against the floor. Now,
like a statue.
Two things there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Do that. We'll make a statue of you. But
Stand erect.
But it's also, he gyrated against the floor, the ground. What would that what the hell would that do to your penis while you're grinding into the pavement?
Yeah,
No.
well, wrap your hand in sandpaper and go to OnlyFans for half an hour, right? You'll get the idea.
That grit and dog shit and chewing gum all underneath your foreskin.
Yeah. But, sir, somebody just vomited there, you know?
See, thing is, the evidence of the early incidents is based on intelligence report. Yeah, bring in British intelligence. That's Bond's worst case.
Yeah.
Why did they make that into a movie? Bond seeks out
The case of the concrete buffer. I think Frank Zappa made that into an album, didn't he? In like '77.
That's what his albums sound like to me. Among the restriction, hunt of. Oh, it doesn't matter where he's from. I'm not going to dox him. He's banned from wearing black all-in-one garments or any combination which has the appearance of an all-in-one garment in public between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m.
Sir, remove the onesie at no, don't. It's just.
Yeah, but he's going. He's looking at his watch, pointing at his watch, going, "It's 10 to 9. You can't do anything about it." Yeah, I'm legally bound to be able to wear it, within these hours. He's also forbidden from crawling, wriggling, or writhing on the ground in a public place while wearing a full body covering. How do you police that?
His career as a dancer in Madonna videos is over.
See, do they have like one of those like ankle bracelets, and it can actually like tell when he's oriented? Yeah. Oh, and he's on the ground again. He's wriggling. Yeah. Send the police.
Sir, stand up, please. Sir, get up.
See, he's got here restrictions have also been placed on his computer use and access to the internet. Now, he's not in prison. How do you police that? He's just in his own home, and he's told you're not allowed to wear that, you're not allowed to do that, exactly. and it's nearly your bedtime, so get off the computer and stop using the internet.
He's gonna have MI5 officers in every room watching him, just reading their newspaper. Yeah. Just vacuum and get done with it. Okay, no wiggling.
Joshua, it's nearly 9 p.m. Time to switch off the internet. Oh, 5 minutes more, please. I'm watching the Shills.
Yeah, which should be allowed, right?
Well, it should be legal. It should be mandatory. What are we talking about? But yeah,
exactly.
So watch out.
Yeah.
Don't mess with the gimp.
Yeah. So now, speaking of don't mess, you remember we talked just recently about how Amazon used that algorithm to keep prices higher?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the FTC investigation into this is ongoing, and we now have a dollar figure on it. And for a period of 12 months, Amazon made, drumroll please, $1 billion on it.
1 billion.
Yeah, but that's $1 billion, right?
Wow.
Extra money selling the same stuff just because they ran a little thing that told them how they could screw people over and they would still take it. And it actually forced other retailers to follow the same pricing and stuff, and indirectly, right? Because you got to compete. And they made off like bandits. So
wow,
yeah, that's what your Amazon Prime membership gets you. I have one too, so I'm not throwing shade, right? I'm just saying, Yeah.
No, we all use it. I can imagine like one day that Amazon will be like turning over $1 billion, even without people clicking on it.
Yeah.
Even without people using it. Just by sheer.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Just somehow.
Exactly.
Somehow they'll make $1 billion just from nothing.
Yeah. Exactly. Should we? Okay, we got a minute, so pick your last one.
Well, let's go for the spider. Yeah, a tarantula crossing the road caused a collision that left a motorcyclist in hospital in California.
Boris the spider.
Two tourists from Switzerland braked abruptly to avoid killing the spider after seeing it crossing the state road 190 in the Death Valley National Park on Saturday. A 25-year-old Canadian man on a motorbike then crashed into the back of the couple's rented camper van.
Damn.
The spider walked away unscathed, the National Park Service added. Superintendent Mike Reynolds urged people to drive slowly, especially going down steep hills in the park. Our roads still have gravel patches due to flood damage, and the wildlife of all sizes are out, he said. Tarantulas are most commonly spotted in the autumn when the male leaves their burrows in search of a good fuck.
And eat and chew. Yeah.
The thing is, how many people? I mean, okay, there's a deer on the road. Quick, swerve, hide, do it. Don't hit it. Who?
Yeah, but it doesn't
Who's
say.
ever driven down the road and said, "Oh, look, there's a spider."
Yeah, but it doesn't say, like, maybe the spider was about 7 feet tall and they were like, mother. You know?
That's the only thing. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Who would even see it? You see a little black thing on the road. You go, "Oh, what's that?" Is it a crisp packet?
I know
Squelch.
it was the mechanical spider, and it had Will Smith and that other guy in it. You know.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
But yeah,
what a great movie.
You know, if you're driving along, don't stop because there's a spider crossing the road, especially if you're on like a turn and stuff, because like, somebody on a motorcycle behind you, if they don't have a real long distance and maybe it's a little bit chilly and their tires aren't 100% warm and stuff, stopping distance increases, just be careful, right?
Yeah. And if you miss the spider, just back up.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can always try again. Exactly.
Little bastards.
Yeah. We're out of here. Thanks in the credits. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
So yeah, big shout out to CF Beauty for running everything in the background for us, from the mod team to the research team, sometimes my life itself. We've got BME, Shayna Caldwell, and Sketch Crasher helping out on the mod team today. So thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. And a big thank you again to everybody that played and won in the Halloween contest.
Yes, well done, everybody. You clever little clogs. And, all the people that super chat, and send donations into the channel, thank you for your generosity, because, it really helps, keeps the lights on around here. To our members, hello, you're the backbone of our community, and you can get in and fiddle with our statues, and if you like, just keep the spiders out. We're thrilled to have you on board, and if you had fun here, please hit the like, share the video, and leave a comment, because those things really heap the channel. And if you haven't already, hammer the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our shows. And you can come and twiddle us in the Discord.
Speaking of shows, we got the after show coming up in like 5 minutes. So stick around. There might be a redirect, or I might have been too stupid and forgot. Who knows? We're about to find out. But the link's in the live chat. Grab it up.
Yeah. Come over and we'll have some more fun.
See you real soon. More chitter chatter and bullshit coming right up.